Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So now then the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. Steps away to his left. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Murray off play action. On the move to his left. There's Tremble, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Moore now. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They'll run this with Homer. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now Moore. Getting this into the hands of his tight end, Zach Davidson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Going on the ground with Homer. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. From the gun, Moore. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Murray now. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
We got plenty of fun.
Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 61 yards. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. This is Homer. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next drive.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Now a throw here to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Moore. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. A nice completion there for the first down. Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Moore now to throw on 2nd down. He can't get him down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This from 42 yards out. McCann's kick up and good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get your football back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. First down, Murray. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Murray to air it out again. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Sideline throw. That's caught by Moore. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kyler Murray, as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah.
All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Homer. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They fake the handoff. Now Murray out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake. Moore. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
To throw is Moore. Looking to throw on second down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Dallas.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Back to throw. Moore. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Moore to throw on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster...
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
That's the way to run it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Here's Moore throwing after the interception. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. From the gun, Moore.
And that one complete to Darby.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Moore.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense...
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Escaping the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And oh no, everybody on that sideline holding their breath as Kyler Murray is slow to get up here. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second and 4. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Moore looking to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Moore now
On 1st and 10.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll look to throw again, and his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Moore. To throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Moore from the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
McCann now for the extra point.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.